Hi, welcome class. This video tutorial is just a guided kind of lecture over my course policies. It is going to be a little bit of a longer video, so please bear with me. I want to make sure that I give everybody the right information that you need to be successful in this class. I am sure you want the same. So my instructor policies, as mentioned in the welcome video, I do recommend that you print these out and just kind of have them for easy access. The first thing on your course policies are your information and my office hours, along with where I'm located. My main campus is in Alice, and I'm located in room 170 of the Alice campus. Here are my office hours, along with a schedule. I'm sorry, that scrolled much faster than I meant it to. Along with a schedule of what classes I'm in at what times. And you can attend any of my 1302 lectures as needed. You can see I have one from 11 to 12:20 and on Monday, Wednesday, and I have another one from 3:30 to 4:50 on Tuesday, Thursday. Absolutely not required because you're in an online class. But if you need the extra help and you can make one of those lectures, please feel free to do so. Following that, you have your course information with the course description and your student learning objectives. These are straight from the ACGM. So every English 1302 class taught, no matter where you're taking it, follows these same SLOs. You can read those on your own. This is an online class. The requirements as far as materials are: one, the textbook. You do need to purchase the textbook, and you need to have reliable computer access and reliable internet access. I will also expect you to know how to utilize Cougar Den, how to use the computer, Microsoft Word, to submit your documents. You can install this for free from your CVC email. Know how to navigate and utilize Blackboard. And you'll also need to use the library databases. You can visit a librarian for help with this. You can also watch my tutorial video in the tutorial folder. Here's that course agenda that's posted on the course information page. And here's a weekly schedule of what you should do each week and the assignments that you'll have each week. These are also posted in Blackboard in each lesson module, but this is a great way to look ahead and know what kind of work you're going to have coming up. I'm going to scroll down through this. One more thing I want to show you before I skip down. In parentheses of this course guidelines, I also have what clicks you would need to go through to find this information in Blackboard. So I'm telling you to click on course content, then click on module 1, then click on lesson 1, and you'll find all of this. Okay, so that's kind of here to help you as a guide. I'm going to scroll down. It's a 16-week class. There's your spring break. Yay, right? So there's the lesson plan here is pretty extensive and takes several pages. Even have your final, which is an essay. I already have your due date here. So nice and upfront, you know, everything that needs to get done. Your grades will come from essays, discussion posts, some exams, some journal assignments. Some of your grades will be fully graded where you get a lot of comments back, and some will be more like participation type grades. On any writing intensive assignment, I do not give perfect 100 scores at all. I know that sounds kind of mean, but the reason for that, guys, is writing is communication, and communication can always be improved. Even if you're like Winston Churchill, like there's always room for improvement. So the highest grade I will give on writing intensive assignments will be a 98. Now your exams, quizzes, stuff like that, it's possible to get that perfect 100. Unless otherwise noted, like if I have an emergency or something like that, you can expect to get your grades back within 2 weeks of the day that you submit them. If you need more detailed feedback on any of your assignments, or you feel lost or you feel confused, just email me and let me know so that I can help you. Okay, we have several options. You can come visit me in my office. You can come to one of my lectures. We can schedule an appointment time. We could even meet virtually, like through a Skype call or a life-size call. All of these are options if you can't make it physically to the Alice campus, but I can't read your mind. I'm going to need you to email me and let me know. Okay. Any assignments that are submitted late or assignments that are not submitted in acceptable file formats will receive zeros. This is a college class, guys, so there's not makeup work, there's not extra credit, stuff like that. My expectations that I hold you accountable for as a student are similar to what an employer's expectations would be of an employee. I'm not your employer, I know that. But in addition to teaching English 1302, I'm also supposed to be preparing you to be successful in a career of your choosing. That's why I hold you accountable for the same expectations as an employer would, okay? It sounds like I'm being really strict, but I'm actually doing it to help you. All of your major essay assignments will have a rubric that I use to grade them with, but you can see in general what an A paper, B paper, C paper, D and F papers, the criteria that kind of goes into consideration. Your final grade is determined by a 4.0 through 0.0 grade scale. This is different for those of you that might be dual credit students or just right out of high school. College grades a little differently than high school does. So I've got this kind of breakdown for you. You can see that the majority of your grade, whole and literally half of your grade, comes from your 3 major essay projects. You'll have a short analysis paper, a poetry explication that's actually a PowerPoint instead of an essay, but I'm counting it as an essay grade, and then your final research paper. The other 50% of your grade will be divided by assignments, exams, and research assignments. I want to help you be successful in the class, but in order for you to be successful, I do need you to log in a minimum of twice per week into your Blackboard shell so that you can make sure that you're reminding yourself of the assignments that are due that week, but also to make sure I haven't posted any announcements or anything like that. If you download the Blackboard app to your phone, which you can do for free, you'll get those announcements that I post to your phone, and you'll be guaranteed that you don't miss them that way. Just an option. Again, you can log in to I'm sorry, not log in. You can come to any of my face-to-face lectures as you need, and you can schedule appointments with me face-to-face or virtually through video conferencing. You can schedule those as a group if you want. You can schedule those individually. I'm cool with whatever. One more thing before I move on. Attendance, you'll see an attendance tab in your grade book in Blackboard. I'm required to keep attendance even though this is an online class. What I'll use to take attendance each week is if you've logged in that week and if you've turned in your assignment for that week. If you have, you'll get 100 on your attendance grade. If you haven't, then I'll mark you quote unquote absent for that meeting time. Kind of let you read through most of these on your own. Make sure that you're respectful. That goes a long way, not only in classes and with classmates, but also in the workplace. You know, we always want to show respect for a diversity of ideas, for a diversity of people, and be as respectful and professional as possible. We will discuss some controversial topics, literature, you know, studies human expression and emotion and difficult themes like war and love and religion and politics and loss. And it's very common for us to have different belief systems and different views on those type of topics. Please feel free to express those views. Just make sure you do it respectfully. My preferred method of contact is through my personal email, thechrism@coastalbend.edu. Please don't email me through Blackboard. I get no notification and I want to be able to respond to you quickly. My email to my work email, the chrism@coastalbend.edu, goes to my phone. You can expect a reply within 24 hours. It will usually be less than that. Some of this I've already discussed. Number 4 here. Don't rely just on the course calendar through Blackboard. Sometimes assignments don't pop up. I've learned this over the years as teaching. Sometimes discussion boards won't pop up on there, and I don't want for you to miss any assignments. So please use that lesson plan in the list of classes that I gave you with due dates. Put them on your personal calendar, however you want to do it, but don't rely just on the course calendar through Blackboard. Coastal Bend College uses Microsoft Office, so in order for me to open and grade your assignment, you need to turn them in through a Word document. If you don't have Microsoft Office and you don't want to download it for free from your CVC email, then you will need to change your document type to either an RTF or PDF file. This is why in Blackboard on those tutorial folders, that tutorial folder that I have, one of those tutorials is how to change your document type. This is why, okay? All of your assignments, with the exception of discussion posts, should be turned in as an attachment so that it's in MLA format. Again, this is just restating you should be writing in MLA format. I don't take late work. I mentioned that previously, but I do allow extensions for emergencies, okay? So again, emergencies only. Being busy, that's not an emergency. Not having enough sleep, not an emergency. Going on vacation, not an emergency. Lack of internet or computer access, not an emergency. All of those situations are problematic. They are difficult to work through, but I'm going to expect you to work through them. Okay. Same thing if you had a job, right? If you were super busy with something else, you couldn't just not show up to work or not get a deadline submitted on time. Again, I'm holding you to those same expectations as an employer will. FERPA statement and academic dishonesty statement. These are just policies and how they're handled at Coastal Bend College. FERPA is a federal law. It protects students' records and information. What this means for our relationship as the instructor and the student is I am not allowed to discuss your progress in my class, your attendance, your grades with anyone except for you, the student. I can't talk about it with your parents. I can't talk about it with the spouse, your best friend, brother, sister, just you, okay? If you want to allow someone else to have access to your information, you do need to fill out a FERPA form, and you can pick them up from an advisor on any of our 4 Coastal Bend College campus sites. Academic dishonesty just means cheating. Don't do it. And I have 4 different types of cheating that you could be found guilty of, but I know none of you will. The 2 that I'm most concerned with in a writing intensive class like this one are collusion and plagiarism. Collusion is when somebody else does the assignment for you, whether you pay them or they do it for free. This includes turning in somebody else's essay from like a previous course, or even turning in your own essay if you're retaking the class. That's called self-plagiarism, and that's a no-no as well. Plagiarism is when you utilize somebody else's thoughts or ideas and try to pass them off on as your own. If you're caught with collusion or plagiarism, it will be an automatic F for that assignment, no redos. If you're caught a second time, it is an automatic F in the entire course. Okay, so please make sure that you're aware of what these 2 things are, that it is cheating, and that there are serious consequences. Okay, I have my faculty bio statement here just so you can read a little bit about me if you're interested. If you're not, that's okay too. This is my course these are my course policies. I hope that this lecture, though a little bit long, is useful for you. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to email me. Till then, I will talk to you later and I hope you have a great day.